what's up?
Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda Anthem.
Your boy.
Beehive agreed that was the best one of all time. Shout out Beyonce, Rock Nation, everybody. Jay.
Nice sweater.
That was an incredible show.
Listen, gotta add some entertainment value. You know what I'm saying?
Incredible show.
Hit her from different angles.
What's up, man? How you feeling, man? You good?
Great. I wish we had more time. It's different out here. I listen. I'm gonna say it publicly because I said it privately. I do not know how y'all do the content and meet people and shake hands and.
It's not as easy as it looks.
We got another quarter left. No, at all. They think
now we
party and
now we back in New York.
Oh, you still out there?
I'm in Rancho Cucamonga. If anybody's looking for me, like you know what I mean. Yeah, you got to throw them off.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. But shout out to everybody in Cali. We was out there. Ian was out there. 19 Keys was out there. The whole family was out there. It was good vibes. So much stuff going on. Shout out to the whole UTA family. Shout out to Cliff. Shout out to Marvin, Yasmin. But yeah, I'll just speak briefly about this. Just you got to be in the room and you got to network. And, networking is more than just going and handing out your business card. Like actually, taking the time to actually connect with people, hear what they have to say, see how you can add value. And that's pretty much what we did the whole weekend. Met a lot of great people. Shout out to Brandon Marshall. Shout out to, of course, the legendary Mike Tyson. That was the highlight. That was the highlight of the whole situation. Shout out to the good folks at Money Lion, the whole team over there.
Jeff, what's up? Lewis, what's up?
Yes, shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Rich Paul. Shout out to Rich Paul.
Yeah.
Y'all forgot Byron.
Yeah. We getting there. We getting there. Shout out to Byron Allen.
Sorry for stepping over the point.
That's why I said, shout out to EYL alum Miss Diddy, who put on a spectacular event.
Shout out to Miss Diddy.
The Bel Air premiere was absolutely ridiculous. The house that the premiere was at was probably the best house I've ever seen in life. It inspired. It was definitely inspiring. Shout out to Miss Diddy, man.
Shout out to Miss Diddy. Thank you for having us. Yep. And that Bel Air show looks amazing. So definitely check it out. And one last word about LA. I heard you was in. I was at our friend TJ the Millionaire Mentor's house.
Shout out TJ. Yeah.
I
didn't even know it was his crib until he ran into me. Then people started like, "Yo, you a stock guy? Oh my god!" Shout out to TJ, immaculate.
Yeah,
next level.
I'm not even gonna say it's in the state. That's a performance.
Next level. Nah. Yeah. Shout out to TJ, man.
Yeah.
His house is next
he
level.
was number one until this weekend. That's a fact. Oh. John Sally. Shout out to our bro. John Sally.
That's my bro.
Yeah,
shout out to John.
Had a good time with him.
Shout out to Jarvis Landry also.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Too short pulled up.
She was too short for sure. So today is a jam-packed day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of those that are celebrating Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, babe.
As I said on Instagram post, the most romantic thing you can do is watch Market Mondays tonight with your significant other because
run that bag up.
It will make your relationship a lot easier and a lot better because 41% of marriages end because of money. So we could talk about that later on, but finance is extremely important, not only for your own personal well-being, but for your relationship and for your family. A lot of families are torn apart because people don't make enough money. They don't have enough money. They are behind on their bills. They don't pay their debts. It happens all the time. Yeah. So
get your finances straight.
Yes, this is a perfect way to end your evening.
Boy, get your finances straight.
Perfect way to end your evening. To all the lovers out there.
Yeah. No finance before romance. Yeah. Make sure.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's no romance without finance. And
don't play yourself.
You need a little action, a little affection every day. When the bills paid and the cleaner lady come through and they don't got to worry and stress.
Yep. And like Ted DiBiase once said,
everybody's got a price.
Everybody has
Oh my God. Yo,
wow.
Happy Valentine's Day to my wife, Danielle. Happy Valentine's Day to my 10-year-old daughter, Jordan. We just came from Valentine's Day dinner just now.
Oh, you went to early dinner.
Straight from the plane to dinner to Market Mondays. She's probably sleeping by now.
So today we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We got the Black Wealth Report. Shout out to my guy Frank.
That's gonna be dope.
We're gonna be talking about that because that went viral last week, and he talked about it on CNBC. And you know, I think that it's an important conversation, and it deserves more than just like an Instagram clip. It deserves a full-fledged conversation. So we're gonna be talking about that, and then also we got another surprise topic that we're gonna be talking about with him as well. But before that, of course, we have to talk about the stock market. But before that, I'll just give a quick rundown of what we have going on. First and foremost, I want to welcome my brother 19 Keys to the family. The newest addition to EYL Network. His show, High Level Conversations, will be debuting extremely soon. And 19 Keys, like I said, it's like Tupac coming to death row. Like, he's a very special person, gifted orator, extremely intelligent,
the greatest
guy.
of everybody. I'm gonna cut you off. The greatest of everybody.
I'm
so excited.
The thought leader of this generation, for sure.
He's one of the ones, man. So it's an honor for us to be able to work with him, and we appreciate him, trusting us, and the spirit of collaboration. Collaboration is better than competition. So stay tuned.
Yes, and it's brotherhood too. Like, y'all seen us with him a lot over the past like 6 or 7 months, and we were just like, yo, this makes too much sense. Like, we need to make this happen. So it's been a beautiful journey, but during that journey, we even bonded even more, which is dope. So Keys is like I said, the thought leader of this generation. And so, how do you make something that's dangerous even more dangerous? You sign somebody like that. Yeah. So get ready.
Shout out to Keys, get ready. Man. And then London, we will be there on the 24th. I'm not really gonna promote that because it's called movie status. Please get there early. That's all I'll say about that. Please get there early. If you are in London, please get there early.
Please allow me time to talk to Trent Rashad and 19 Keys. And if I come out the bathroom, Apple, Microsoft, Google, AMD, NVIDIA. Yes,
can I show you my portfolio real quick?
I will make time. I'm not being Hollywood and Ian used the culture to become a celebrity. No, I didn't. I was this before. But give me time to talk to my brothers, please.
Please. Well, yeah, shout out to London, man. I'm looking forward to that. We will be out there. And then the last thing I'll say is EYL, big episode tomorrow. Shout out to my guy, Pierre Laveau. So this year, we're going to focus more on a lot of high-level conversations, like people that have the potential to build billion-dollar businesses. So he is the CEO of a company called Seed at the Table. What it is it's a Black-owned crowdfunding site, which if you're familiar with crowdfunding, it's where businesses can go and actually get funded from, public. So there's a couple of crowdfunding sites out there that we've spoken about before, but none of those are Black owned. So he has a Black owned crowdfunding site. So extremely high level person. He used to work on Wall Street for like 10 years, tech background, extremely intelligent guy. So, in that episode, he talks about building a platform from scratch, the ins and outs of building a tech platform, the power of crowdfunding for investors and for business owners, for people that are looking to get funded and for people that are looking to fund businesses, because we were talking about, venture capital being out of reach for a lot of people. So this is a way to kind of, broaden that venture capital perspective. And he has an interesting take on it. So, extremely high level conversation, extremely informative conversation. So this is, like I said, we want to have more of these type of conversations where, the tech world, extremely important. So tomorrow, 8:00. Yeah. Check that episode out.
They pulled up on us too. Shout out to the Seat at the Table.
And he was in LA with us. Shout out to Lou Tucker
and G-Bo
and Greenwood.
Yeah. Greenwood and Derek Ferguson and Vibarian team.
I looked on the story.
Yeah.
I was like, what did we just walk into?
Troy, you want to talk about
let's talk about our good folks at Ally. So check this out, Ernest. All right. We are teaming up with Ally to help Black and diverse creators know their worth, own their work, and teach how to negotiate with brands in the creator economy. We're also going to be talking about generational wealth in the Black community. So if you are a creator or an entrepreneur or just looking to learn, then join us during our live Ask Me Anything. That's right. Ask Me Anything on our channel, the EYL YouTube page, this Thursday. That's right. February 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, that is this Thursday, February 17th at 7 p.m. Because for everything we do, we're all better with an ally. Shout out to the good folks at Ally. Shout out to our UM family as well.
I forgot it. I forgot we was doing that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. This Thursday, 7:00, we
Yeah.
will be on YouTube with good folks at Ally.
Yeah, Ask Me Anything's always fun.
Yeah.
And shout out to Apple Music.
Yes, Ebro. Thank
Ebro.
you. And shout out to Nadeska. Shout out to Apple Music. We are on his show right now on Apple Music. Check it out.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, folks, let's get to this disclaimer. You know how this works. Do your own research. Our content is intended to be used and must be used for informational purposes only. It is very important you do your own analysis before making any investment based on your own personal circumstances. You should take independent financial advice from a professional in connection with or independently research and verify any information that you find on our show and wish to rely upon, whether for the purpose of making an investment decision or otherwise. Please do your own research. Please continue to do your own research. And then tap in with Market Mondays so you can confirm the research. All right. That's a good word brought to you by the good brothers at Earn Your Leisure and our good brother, Ian Dunlap, the master investor himself.
Yes.
I
Ian.
need a sweater nickname. So
the floor is yours for announcements.
Thank you. If you guys want to join the Stock Club, Stock can put the link in chat. If you guys are ready for the Dream Team trading room to drop in the next month, please put yes in chat. But we're going to have a meeting tomorrow with Dream Team about it. The Stock Club call will be at 9:30 Central, and we'll be going over a couple things. One is how to get 250% return in trading, which I'm happy about. And then shout out to everybody I had a chance to hang out with this weekend. You guys, Brandon, Wheezy, Alex, Emily, Terrace Martin, Gary V, Mike Boyd, Dom, of course, Jay Black, Rance, and everybody else. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all dearly. LA is amazing.
And that boy Ian tired.
Inspired too. To Cyrus, no, I'm not the greatest investor of our era, but if I've made you money, please put yes in chat. And if there's anything I can do to be better for you, please let me know, Cyrus. Water, alkaline, no pineapple juice, good energy.
No pineapple juice today.
100 levels higher. Shadi, I'm listening. I'm learning. A movement. Big movement.
Big movement. Big movement. Big trust. Shout out to Mark.
Shout out to Citadel and Guggenheim and Goldman and the other funds I'll be working with soon. Well, we'll see what these returns are like.
Let's talk about some stocks before we talk about anything else. Microsoft plans to kill Apple, Google, and all of tech with one critical move. That's a very bold statement.
So there's two things in which you can do when you have a pricing war. You can either be the highest price in the market, have a smaller audience, and give the most value. What Microsoft wants to do towards Apple and Google now, thanks for Chris to send me this article, they want to decentralize the app stores and use open market principles to tie in with the Activision deal. So for those of you who don't know, when you do a deal of this size, the government technically has to approve it because they have to get their percentage off of it, or big if they have to prove it to make sure that the market is balanced, right? So to front run any potential objections for business owners, this is a good lesson. Meet the objection before it is presented to you from a client or customer, right? So opposed to fighting the regulation, they said, this is what we're going to do to make this an even sweeter deal. I want to potentially give the creators of the apps a bigger lion's share. I'm thinking is going to be 85%. Microsoft keeps 15%. And now we have an open market dynamic where people can create faster and make more. Now, if we go back to last year with Fortnite, when they had a battle with Apple and they chose to not be in an app store, how much more attractive would it be if Microsoft made an app store and the creators got majority of the money and they got approved faster? So now, not only do you have the greatest B2B enterprise we've ever had in history, the gaming division, of course, is going to be greater with Activision. And now once you get the creator economy in, it's going to be great. So for those of you that have subscription-based businesses, you have to, I always tell you, your competition is not your direct competitors. It is the top 5 companies. You don't think Microsoft hasn't been looking at this Patreon subscription only fan model and said, hey, I'm going to find a way to dominate that as well. So if the creators get the lion's share of the money, how many of them, talking same thing I was talking about with Gary V on Friday with Dom, if the lion's share is going to the creatives and the artists, wouldn't majority of the artists come over? And I think at some point, the baby, Lil Baby, Gunna, Dua Lipa, Doja, to get around that contract issue of music, they're going to release video games, but have the soundtrack inside of them then get majority of the money.
Yeah.
So for you artists, make sure the deals that you sign don't have all your digital rights tied to them because they're already getting you on the NFT and the blockchain stuff now. But if you begin to create video games, I might clip this up because I haven't heard anybody else talk about this. They're going to make games and get majority of the money and then be able to get out of the music industry as a video game creator. I think it's a hell of a chess move. And Google previously did this with Chrome. At one point, there wasn't a good free browser. Now, Microsoft hasn't given enough for free, and they also did it with Gmail. More people use Gmail than any other email provider. So if they choose to give a higher percentage to people, it is going to be a severe blow to Apple and Google, who are competitors.
It's a great article. And the commonalities, Apple and Google both charge 30% for people who have inside the App Store. What Microsoft is trying to do is drop their percentage down to 12%, right? So obviously the lower percentage is more favorable to the creators, but also they're trying to do away with the favoring in apps. And so if you ever try to download an app, usually Apple is affiliated with the apps that are higher rated. And so like it gives you a disadvantage if you're a third party, right? Like if I'm trying to create an app, how can I compete with the company that is actually creating the app store? They're going to push their products first. And so it gives a disadvantage for that third party creator. And so they're trying to do away with that and have rankings, right? So if you look at social media, if you go into the app store, right, Instagram will be up there, right? It's the same. It's one of the most popular companies. But if I'm a third party app, I might not have a chance if I'm in terms of rankings, right? And there's a algorithm to it, but Apple has a lot to do with that. And so if you take those type of things away, and not that it'll be a fair playing field, but a new playing field, I think it works out for creators. But it's an interesting time, right? And that creator economy, what you're saying is 1,000% correct. When I was thinking about the gaming piece of it, I'm like, look, this is a new way, right? Like this is a new way, because we spoke about this too. Like when I think we were having this conversation about Madden, and a lot of times when you listen to that Madden soundtrack, you get so familiar with these songs that actually when you hear them in your real life on the radio, you're like, oh, but like there's no spins that count for that, right? You just get paid. It doesn't matter how many people buy the game and how many times the game is played. That music is being spent. You're getting paid one up front. But imagine if you're in that creator economy and now you're getting paid every time that song plays on that game, right? If it's inside of your own platform. So it's an interesting time. And does it kill Apple and Google? I don't know if it kills them, but it definitely hits it dents productivity.
Yep. And then on top of that, with inflation being higher and the economy being in a bad place, as an investor, you guys then have to pick. So when you're saying, hey, do I like Lucid over XYZ, Microsoft, Apple? And I know you guys feeling like I'm beating a dead horse. The time to beat a horse is when it's dead. But when you're looking at the companies you can invest in, you have to see who has the most capital, because it's very easy to knock off Lucid's business. Like even if you look at Tesla, because Tim Cook doesn't like Elon, he'll never buy Tesla. If they wanted to, Apple could get into the EV car business tomorrow and buy Kia.
But aren't they're getting into the EV car business, right?
Yeah, well, they initially said they were going to do it with them.
That's not a top 5 priority. That's really just because he doesn't like Elon. So now I'll take 8% and use my government relationships and push Biden or whoever becomes president next to pick up our fleet of vehicles over yours. Yeah. Back to the Ozark thing. So. Yeah, the EV. I mean, if you even look at last night, the EV market with all the Super Bowl ads, like ridiculous. The EV market in crypto.
This that Red Panda Anthem. Ian, what's up? This that Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good? Red Panda Anthem. Your boy going up.